Hello and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 HD. Joining me once again is Edward the Guy.
Hello.
So in the last part we got to Tails' mission, which I probably could have done on reflection, shown them all off at the same time, because this is the last play type, gameplay style in the game, and it's not the worst, but it's not the best.
It's the kind of go through, blow everything up type of level.
Oh, I'm fine. I forgot you don't have the hover. Just trying to hover back. Yeah, so these are fine. Pretty much with Sonic Adventure 1 they try to have all these different gameplay styles because for the longest time they were like, we can't be bothered to make proper Sonic levels in 3D all the time, it takes too long. And then when everyone was like, Big the Cat sucked and fishing is dumb, they were then like, well, we still don't want to keep making so many Sonic levels because of how quick and fast paced they were. So instead they just, instead of having 6 gameplay styles they have 3, and 2 of those are really slow. And this is one of them.
Yeah, I mean they're alright. I think my favourites definitely are the Sonic levels. But I mean they're still sort of fun and they still sort of fit a Sonic game. I don't know how to put it.
Well, not really, but
it kind of works for this game though. And I quite like it. I don't think you do.
It's fine. Oh, got the key. No, it's fine. I don't mind the mech levels. A lot of people hate them. I don't, because I only hate them when they expect you to do platforming and then it kind of doesn't work, which is quite a lot. But apart from that, they're fine. It's just odd that it makes sense for Eggman, but it doesn't really make sense for Tails. And then this, it would have been fine, but then this was kind of like the beginning of the end for Tails in terms of him playing like Sonic. Because he was cool in Sonic 2, because he played like Sonic. But he could fly, and he was like a little, foxy thing. So it seems weird that then after this, I can't even think of any games where you can play as Tails and he's like Sonic.
Yeah, they were pretty good and they were good use of co-op as well. Hopefully they'll use Tails like Sonic in it's called Lost World, is that the new one?
Yeah, Lost World. No, they won't do that.
No.
But because they don't do it anymore. So this is why it's disappointing, because Sonic Adventure 1 was the last one where Tails was Tails. He wasn't as quick as Sonic, but he had the flying and it worked. And then you had Sonic 06, which, I guess technically, but it was so terrible, Sonic 06, that it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, you can play as Tails normally. Because I'm guessing they made, they made Tails back to being out of his mech in Sonic 06 because people didn't like the mech sections in this one, but it's still, like, yeah, that doesn't really count, I think.
Yeah, I think Tails levels could have been better if instead of like the mech it was sort of like a Sonic style, but then the levels were designed around Tails instead of Sonic.
Well, that would kind of break. The thing is that would break the point in the game. The whole point in the game is it's Hero and Dark. It's 2 separate stories, and 2 different games, but they're like not opposites, but Hero and Dark. One's good, one evil. So that's why Shadow is in there, and that's why they did Rouge. So I guess it makes the most sense for Tails to be the one in the mech on the hero side because he's the technical guy. Although I think Sonic Adventure 1 was the first one where they were like, oh yeah, Sonic or Tails is now a technical person. I think that was the first game.
I guess maybe you could argue that it started in the planes came in and he was flying the planes.
I guess, but I think you could also say that he was flying the plane because he's a fox and he could fly. So back then that was fine, but then Sonic Adventure 2, oh hey, he's now a technical dude, which is fine, I don't mind.
I think it kind of suits him though, technical thing.
Well, it's better than just being, annoying kind of like tag-along person.
Yeah, like Sonic is the cocky, fast one, Knuckles is like sort of the more serious treasure hunter, whereas Tails is sort of the young, technical person.
Well, Knuckles is kind of a joke at this point, but that's not,
He used to be more serious.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, he was always a prankster. Like, in Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3, he was always, doing pranks and pulling levers, but
I never played Sonic and Knuckles, but I've heard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it. But, yeah, Chow World. Hooray! Continue, I guess. Oh, I guess it's going to load up my previous data. So, yeah, so this is Tails normally, which they programmed it in, although it doesn't seem to be that. If I can do this, I don't think they really... Okay, it's fine. Then you can do that,
but
yes.
Yeah, for some reason in this game, the Chow save is separate from the normal game save, so I'm guessing that's why you got the same.
Well, I guess they know that Chow takes forever, so if you want to do a separate second playthrough, then you can still have that playthrough go towards your Chows. But pretty much what Chows are is that they're these.
It's sort of like an RPG kind of part of this game.
Come on, pick him up.
But it's not really a part of this game. It's a bit odd.
Pick him up. Oh, there we go. It's
Oh,
this. Hold on. There we go. That's him.
The cute little
Off he
thing.
goes. Yeah, adorable. So yeah, this is what I will not be doing. But it takes forever, and then over here you have little events. It was really cool, and then over here, this is where the Game Boy Advance thing was in battle. And now it's just, I don't know what that is, I don't care.
Capture machine.
Yeah, I guess I should probably give these to them. Because yeah, during levels, you get these capsules which you then give to your Chow buddies, and they level up that way. But as you can see, you get so little for each one that you just have to grind or just play the game so much. Now really, if you think about it, when it comes to the emblems, you have to grind those anyway because you have to play every level like 5 times. So it makes sense if you're going for all the emblems, but if you don't want to go for 100% because it's so tedious and long, then the Chows are really quite dull and get boring after a while.
I have no idea how Amy got here.
I don't know, Amy gets around, I guess. And also, I think apparently this cell is meant to be like the same cell that they held Gerald Robotnik, which is a bit of a spoiler. Which is why there's like a load of technical stuff on the wall.
Yeah, I never really understood that because they didn't really explain it at all in the game.
Explain what?
Like the fact that all that writing is on the wall. Like they mention it, but it's not really explained much.
Yeah, I think the whole point is that he was a prisoner, so he did it. But anyway, now it's back to Amy trying to be all creepy. Which I think this is the first game also where they had Amy be a big old creep. In Sonic CD, she was just like random girl in love, but she had like no character, and Sonic still like saved her in those animated cutscenes. And then in Sonic Adventure 1, she was still like that, but she still had her own story, so she wasn't quite as desperate and creepy. And then in this game now, that's all she is. She just like chases Sonic, and that's all she does. That's
Just a good fill in if they need something to figure out, like Sonic getting out. Just make Amy do it, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I don't know why Amy did it, because Tails was the one that broke in. So it just proves that Tails was completely pointless, really, because he just defeated Eggman and saved Amy, so who cares about Amy? And then it was just like, oh, Amy saved him, I guess. And that's the end of that chapter.
So I think this is like the first sort of fast running through Sonic level, isn't it? Because City Escape wasn't really that fast paced.
It could be. And then you had the ending chase at the end. It was fast paced, but this is just the fastest level in the game, rather than, you know, City Escape being slow.
And I think, I don't know if I'm right, but I think this is one of the hardest levels to get A ranking on one of the missions. I can't remember which one. I think it's the time
It's
one.
this one, because what you have to do... No, it's hardest to get, like, the right score you need to get A rank. Because what you have to do is, at the end there's a big rocket, and you have to go all the way up to the top, but they give you so little time to get to the top that it's, like, impossible.
It's like 5 seconds.
But this level's awesome though, I really do love this level. It's one of the best ones in the game. It's like really quick, like you said, and it's just really fun, and it's really cool, and you get the light speed dash, and
There's explosions.
yeah, explosions. It's like cool, you know, it's a military base, so that's pretty cool. There's big gun missiles everywhere, or whatever. So it's really quite cool, I really like it.
A bit of an odd military base. Oh well.
It's not really an odd military base, I mean, okay, there's no reason
there's
why...
seals just flapping about on the
Well,
side.
that's kind of a bit odd. Especially because the birds are bigger than the seals, and penguins as well, I guess. But what am I going to say? But no, I think people also said when it came to Sonic Generations, it was like they should have put this level instead. And I absolutely agree. City Escape is such a classic, but that game has 4 city levels. So if there were any other levels they could have put in the game, then it would have been. It should have been this one, really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you might have seen the springs at the bottom. I think you have to use them when using the timed version or something.
No,
Like,
it's you
bounce
have
up.
you get a bonus by being higher up.
Oh.
You get a point bonus. It's nothing to do with time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool! I forgot about this bit. More surfing! Yay!
This bit is always. I always tried to get all of them, and I was like, okay, this time I'm going to get each bubble, and I always just miss all of them.
Yeah, it's well. Yeah, I missed them, but so yeah, so it's a really short level though. But it's really that's why I would have liked to seen in Generations to beef it out, make it a lot longer, have more stuff to it, and they could have done some really cool stuff with the rockets. Although I guess this level is kind of similar because it's all grey to yeah, it's not great. So yeah, so that's why you need the point bonus, because I got most of the rings, didn't do that badly on time, and got an E, the lowest rank. Like that's a low rank run. That's like one of the worst runs you could do. But...
Yeah, because the thing is with the scoring in this game, it's not all about like speed, is it? It's more about going through and getting the highest score.
It's score and speed. You get speed bonus, but you need to get the high score as well.
So it's a mix of killing all the enemies and getting through fast.
Which is
well,
like,
so.
it's just like forget about it. But
screw that, can't be done.
But I do like Shadow, and it's funny how they make Sonic such a, I guess, a child when it comes to Shadow. Shadow shows up and it's like, I'm like the best, I'm like God. And Sonic's like, you're lame, and then they fight. And that's every one of their conversations.
Sonic Adventure 2 in a nutshell.
What can I can't remember the best strategy here. Because if you just do homing attack, then he just does homing attack. I think you can get hit on him eventually.
Well, what I used to do is there's like a split second of when he lands, he stops. I usually try and hit him.
Off I go.
There. Oh.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the strategy is, because these are from the player. I don't know. These are like around forever. Try doing. I don't have any attack that can do that.
You have to hit him from behind, right?
Yeah, okay. I don't think so.
How you do it, or do you just hit him?
I think you just hit him when you can.
It's kind of one of those
maybe
mash buttons, possibly.
Maybe from behind. I don't think it really is. I think you can do all right just mashing buttons, but oh, did that count? I did win. There we go. Legit. That is legit.
Hey, where did that water come from?
I know there's a dead shadow right in front of the camera, ruining Sonic's cool pose.
Just leave his body there in the forest.
Green Forest. Not an imaginative name. It is a green forest, sure, but... Oh,
it's
God.
more of a jungle.
Yeah, it is more of a jungle.
Green jungle would have been better.
Green jungle would have been fine, I guess.
Those trees are massive.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the size of Sonic, then the size of the trees.
Well, I think jungles are bigger anyway, so jungle would work. I don't know why they didn't go for jungle. There's no like jungle levels in, or no names called jungle. Alright. More speed!
This level.
So this is, like, the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2 is definitely better than the, it gets worse towards the end. And this is part of the reason. You go from, you go from the first City Escape, which is awesome, and then you get the Knuckles level, which is the best Knuckles level because it's shorter and it works, it's cool to be Knuckles. And then you get like the best Tails level because it's the shortest and the easiest. And then you get like a really awesome Sonic level followed by another really awesome Sonic level. So yeah, this game is a lot better at the beginning.
There's another game like that which I think I recently played. I don't know what it was.
The Simpsons game?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I'm gone.
It's a shame that developers can't like keep up how good they are. I guess they try to go for story more than gameplay. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like a game's flaws comes out once it gets difficult, and then once it gets difficult, that's when it gets frustrating. So, Sonic Adventure 2 has its problems. As you can see, I died due to a glitch, and I just glitched off the side. So, in the beginning, when it's easy, it doesn't matter, it's all a good time, but when they try to make the game hard, it's then like, oh, I have to deal with these annoying controls and the camera and stuff like that. And like, it's why I can't even imagine going for 100%. That's brutal.
I mean, if you go for 100% just in the normal game, it will take long enough, but then plus sort of also the chows.
The chows are fine, the chow just takes time, but to actually get A ranks on each level is just brutal. You just have to play it over and over again and just not mess up, and you're gonna get killed by glitches, and I can't even imagine that.
Because like for each level there's 5 missions, you have to get A ranking for each of them, and it gets considerably hard near the end, like really hard.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this level is probably the glitchiest in the game, but it's at the right point in the game where it's like, it's kind of glitchy, but it's still fun, and it looks pretty cool. I think it looks really great.
I'm pretty sure with the jungle thing we talked about earlier, I'm pretty sure that Knuckles' equivalent of this is called like jungle something like that.
He doesn't go here.
Well, he has an equivalent of it, doesn't he?
I think so.
Like each the stories have their equivalents of each other.
Don't think so.
Oh, do they?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't go to a jungle.
Oh.
We'll see, but I'm pretty sure the next one is Pumpkin Hill, and I think that's the next level after this, because we already did a Tails level.
No, did I say Knuckles?
Yeah, you said Knuckles.
Sorry, I meant Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow is
Is it White Jungle?
it might be White Jungle. Doesn't make sense, but it's something like that.
It's not white. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't call it the same.
You come up with some better names.
God.
What colour is it and what is it? Bam. Name.
Ah, shit. That's always... I don't know... I don't like that ending to that level. Because you can do, like, perfectly the whole way, and then you just kind of... There's no real strategy to that, I guess.
And that time
And you
limit,
can't be quick. You can't be quick.
there's no reason for that time limit. It's not hard to do the level in under 8 minutes.
Well, the time limit's there to make it, like, tense, and it actually does kind of work quite well. Or surprisingly well. Okay, I need to go for this spring. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that's the spring you want to go for max points. I got an awesome when I did that, so I'm assuming that's the case.
What did you get this time?
I don't know. I really don't know. Probably like a D. Yeah.
Called it.
Yep. And now I can sync up the audio just fine, because I said it literally when D showed up. Nice.
Number 5.
Yep, so that's 2. We already done 3 Sonic levels, so... Oh yeah, this stupid cutscene!
I have no idea why this is in here.
It's... Eggman said the level just... It makes more sense in the Dark story, but for some reason the thingy blows up as well, the ship. And I didn't even know there was a ship. Because I'm guessing Metal Harbour is right outside the jungle, and then the jungle just blew up.
I guess that's a good job Sonic out there.
Well, anyway, it's time to end the part, because we're now doing something completely unrelated to an exploding island, so next time in Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 HD, we will do Knuckles' second level. So I've been HonestStorm23, and joining me has been...
Edward the Guy.
And we will see you for the next part.
Bye.